to start streaming? Yes, I'm very sure. Check, 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 check. Check, 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 check. Check,
Check your.
check, 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 check. Check, check. I don't know. Check, check, check. Trying to get it all the way up. There we go. Trying to make sure it's all the way in the 20.
The
Is that
Pope's Palace sells pickles by the pier. Pope
oh,
Palace Pickles Pier.
pick up dog shit. Pick up dog shit. Check, 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 check. Testicles. 1, 2. Testicles. Testicles. Terrified. Terrific. The arsonist had oddly shaped feet.
Terry Crews.
Ooh, Terry Crews. Speaking of Terry Crews, that guy used to jack off in his car in between sets.
Oh fuck.
I'm serious.
Alright.
He made a whole
I believe you.
he made a
I
whole
believe.
he made a whole video about how he was addicted to porn. I'm like, how do you get addicted to porn? Come to find out, it's like you're addicted to porn if like you allow it to stop you from like, hey, I'm gonna go check the mail. Nope, I'm gonna jack off real quick.
Have to jerk off real quick. Okay.
Dude, that would just seem like exhausting, dude.
Am I addicted to porn? Because I've never checked the mail without jerking off first, bro.
like,
Like, holy shit! I think we just figured something out.
yeah, like like an addiction is like it's an addiction when it gets in the way of like normal activity, right?
Okay, but hear me out. What if, what if JOing, right? What if spraying out? What if that was your normal? You know what I mean? Like, what if checking the mail was actually getting in the way of you jerking off?
I can see that. You're like, yo, I had
I think
plans.
some people are just. I think honestly, dude, some people are just way too worried about what's in the mailbox.
Yeah, like, do you have a package coming? Nah.
Then go jerk off.
Like, is it just mail? Go jerk off, dude. Fuck it.
Go jerk off, dude. What are we talking about?
Well, a lot of things because episode 10.
We
Well,
are on episode 10.
okay, okay. I just had to. Yeah, 'cause last? Oh, yeah, 420 episode. Was episode 9?
Yeah, that was 9. Oh wait, are we starting? I'm
Yeah,
lighting this joint.
yeah. This
Oh,
is
okay.
it.
Oh, okay. Yo, we're here. We're episode 10. We're here. Hey guys.
What did you think I was
Welcome.
gonna? You think I was gonna open it with? Yeah, yeah, just like Terry Crews just jack off in his car in between sets.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. I'm gonna be real. Yes, I did think that,
Well, that's the opener for
and
sure.
that might be on me. That might be on me to figure out. Um, but we're
Oh,
back. The Basher Bros, the Super Basher Bros, are here again.
dude.
We're missing the trifecta today because the homie Drew is at the Slaughter to Prevail show in Knoxville.
Yeah,
So
yeah, all the way in the 10 IC.
all the way in 10 IC. So shout out to Drew for
Yeah,
holding it down over there, and we're gonna hold it down over here. He'll be back next week, and we'll be back to regular scheduled programming.
'cause you're the only 10 I see. No?
Man, I've heard. I bet. Imagine being the first guy to use that line, right, and it working.
Dude, just imagine using that line and it working.
And it working ever, yeah, for sure. My new thing is I'll say like if I walk by like a really pretty lady,
Hmm.
I'll kind of like turn to her, we'll make eye contact, and I'll be like, "Man, you just fucked up my whole day with that," and I'll just keep walking.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. The other day there was this lady at the gym that I just wanted to like walk over to her and be like, "Hey, ma'am, I just want you to know that I'm trying to work out over here."
Yeah, yeah. Hey,
Like,
just so you know,
I don't know
just so you know.
I don't know what you're doing over here, but I'm trying to work out.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Some of us are trying
You're
to
just
better
you're just
ourselves.
messing up my whole session over here.
Sometimes I wonder, I just wonder because whenever I stop wondering and actually like, draw a conclusion to this hypotenuse,
Hmm.
the price is wrong, Bob.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
It's like mixed
The price is
signals.
lost in translation.
Oh, 100%.
Mixed. How much would Mixed Signals be a movie with fucking uh with Mark Wahlberg and like Gwyneth Paltrow? You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Like, how much would that totally be a movie with them two?
Yeah, yeah, and the movie should be like mixed signals, like a bunch of girls like telling him like how cute he is, but like none of them like actually want to hang out with him, you know?
Yeah, yeah, and he's a traffic guard.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
just like a super jack traffic guard.
Ooh,
I could dig that.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I can't dig though, and like I'm gonna say this. These
Say it.
these companies, I'm not gonna say the name of the company, but
Oh, okay.
these companies that like keep coming out with their own leafs, they're fucking trash, dude. Every single one of them besides the runts ones. All of them have been fucking
Okay.
trash. This loose leaf one, actually I'm gonna go ahead and say it. The first one that I opened, fucking hole in it. Big ass hole in the side of it. Like as if it
Yeah.
was a backwood. The whole
Let's burn
point of
some
all these
bridges.
companies are like, oh, we're gonna do what Backwood's not doing. Y'all are doing the same fucking thing. These were hand cut by what, a fucking 3-year-old? A hand cut by a 3-year-old with fucking with this with safe scissors?
Now, at least they were cheap, right? At least they were really cheap for the pack.
Fuck no, these were like $13 for 5 of them.
Wow. So let's talk about the fact that
Y'all just robbed
it's
me?
too much.
You
It's too
fucking
much, right? You
robbed
got
me?
robbed, dude. You
For
got
sure. I was like,
robbed
I will try. I was
at
like, I
gunpoint.
will buy one pack. The girl was like, they're really good. I was like, are you sure for that fucking much? I was like, I can't see them
Off
being
with her
any
head.
good. I was like, the last thing that I had that was really fucking good was them throwbacks, and they're $3.99 a pack. And I was like, let me tell you something about those. Y'all don't have them. She was like, no, I never even heard of them. I was like, I'll get some and bring them to you. That's how cheap they are.
Yeah. You know
She was like, these are real
what?
good. I really like them. I was like, I bet you do, but also y'all don't really know. Like, you, I hate to say like where I am. You know what I mean? In the country, it's just you haven't really done
No,
very
that's
much.
that's everywhere. I'm gonna be real, man. Anybody who works at like a head shop, a smoke shop, like these people are the worst because like the lady who tried she I went to buy that ash catcher back in December when you came down and the lady was like I was like, "Hey, I need an 18 millimeter." And she was like, "Oh, okay, here you go." And I was like, I don't think this is the right size based on the equipment I have at home. I was like, I need the size bigger than this. And she looked dead at me and said, "Oh, but which one of us works at the head shop?" And I was like, "Oh,
Wait,
okay."
wait, wait, wait. She did
She said,
what?
"Which one of us works at the head shop?" And I said, "Oh, for sure." And she
Oh,
said, "I know what I'm talking about." And I said, 100%.
yeah, yeah.
Guess if guess if I went home and had to like take a picture of what she gave me inside of my bong and it didn't fit obviously because she gave me a 14 and I needed an 18,
Yeah, yeah, and you knew
and
it
then
was
I
a
had to go
14.
back up there and like show her the picture and the piece and I was like, hey, so you're wrong, right? So you're wrong and you shouldn't, you should be mutinied for that, right? Like if I had a boat and a couple of pirates, you'd be walking the plank right
Are
about now.
you talking about the place by the wing place that the family bought?
The place by the wing place.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's like in the plaza near you.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
I think a
Uh-huh.
family owns that, like a mom and
Mm-hmm.
her son.
Like a mom, a son, and then like a really really rude daughter, niece,
Yeah, yeah,
some
yeah,
shit,
yeah.
auntie or whatever the fuck. Yep, that place right there.
Yeah, 'cause when I was in there, the dude was trying to tell me like what was good, and I was like, no, none of this stuff is. It's like I'm gonna be honest with you, like this isn't like this is you know what I mean? It's
No,
cheap, but
100%.
it's like not good. Like I don't know. I feel like when you are a glass shop or someone that like sells bongs, and I say that in quotations or whatever you want to call them,
Yeah,
that
yeah, yeah.
that the most simple way is the easiest way, right? Because like some of the stuff they have in there, I'm like, yo, this looks crazy. You're not even supposed to take dabs out of this. There's like, why? Why does this look like a telescope, you know?
Right, right. Why is someone's grandmother knitting inside of this one?
And then these companies, like places, waste all this money on everything that they've supplied in their store, which starts dropping in price, but other things become more expensive because
Correct.
eventually they have to pay for all of that stuff.
Yeah, 100%. And glass isn't cheap.
No, not even if you buy
Well,
them.
glass blowing isn't cheap, I should say. Like the art of glass blowing isn't cheap. Like you're paying for the art.
Like
You know what I mean?
functional art.
Yeah, for sure. 100%.
I can see
And you
that.
definitely get what you pay for. And everywhere has like the McDonald's version of it, you know what I mean? So like for instance, you'll have okay, like even with the medical weed, you've got dispensaries that are the McDonald's, you've got dispensaries that are the Outback Steakhouse, and then you've got dispensaries that are the Ruth Chris. You know what I mean? The
Yeah,
fucking the Black Rock, the upper echelon, which
Black Rock is so good.
yeah, yeah, exactly. And you'll have certain places that exemplify that. But you'll always have the McDonald's of weed, which you know, we all know who the McDonald's of the weed games are down here where I am. So
I think that's everywhere. I think it's at True Leave Company, right?
that 100%. And
They're also the bad guys, right? At the same time,
yeah,
because
so they're definitely not on our side. I'll say that. Like
they're
as somebody
they're
who has been in the community for a long time, I don't feel like they're said in the community, But
oh,
like, I don't feel like they're on our side at all.
I
Said
feel like
our side, like I've
what
done anything for marijuana.
but what I feel
Like
like
I've
is
gone to any fucking parade.
I feel like what they're doing is trying to make it illegal so only they can do it.
Correct. So like they want to, um, for example, like they want to continue the prohibition of of people like me being able to grow my own shit.
They don't want you to.
Which no, hell no, because that's directly getting in the way and cutting throat of their net, right?
That
So there's net and then there's net.
yeah, yeah.
So with them, they want to control the net and the net. You know what I mean?
Which would also which would also take any other person who was a grower for any other company, they would lose their job.
Either that or like it could even become a situation where like, okay, we're gonna get like this certain legislation passed, and then
So there's no more
with that,
so there's no more
you
oil.
well, yeah. So like with that, like if I am them, right, and I'm
Correct.
trying to do what they're trying to do, and
Correct.
you were a grower, it would be essentially like, okay, you can keep doing what you're doing, and everything that you've already had set up for the last 8 years is totally fine, but I'm gonna get 14% royalty on everything you do for the rest of forever, and you got to sign this contract. Otherwise, you're directly cutting in with what I got going on, and I'm just gonna push you out the way.
Yeah, yeah, that's just rude.
So they're gonna get money regardless, which kind of is what sucks. But like I was saying, like the McDonald's thing kind of comes from, um, yeah, you got well, honestly, and I'll be real, like True Leaf is actually kind of expensive when we're talking about like dollar value over there. Like you're paying $60 for an eighth, and I mean it's fine. I mean, it's fine,
But it's
but
not a $60 eighth. I've
it's
had
not.
some of
No,
their
it's not.
flour
Like
before. It's not worth it.
you go to Jungle Boys and get a $50, like premium flower eighth for $50 of like good genetics. You know what I mean? Now, don't get me wrong. There's like they've got some alien lab shit that's decent. You know, True Leaf. But yeah, man, I haven't fucked with them in a long time.
They
The
also,
problem is the problem is they have so many they bought up because they had their license so early in the game
dude, they
that
had their license.
before other people even had their license registered and shit like that, Truly was already buying up Mattress Firm locations. Right? So like
Yeah, yeah,
they were ahead of the game in the sense of, oh, by year two, we've got quadruple the amount of stores anybody else. I
yeah.
say we, I don't work with them, but
To
they've got
push people
quadruple
out,
the amount of stores.
to push
Yeah,
people
so
out.
like right now, I think they have like 154 stores right now in Florida. Um, that's a lot considering like the next most dispensary you're gonna find has like 20 in the state of Florida.
Yeah, they're like the
So
fucking.
that's what I mean by the McDonald's. There's one on every corner and it's accessible to everybody everywhere.
Yeah, I don't. They also don't they control KK too? Because I seen like where they posted like all of the strains that they.
Well, control and distribute, I think, are definitely two different things. Like, I don't think they control it. They are the only dispensary. They are directly licensed with Wiz Khalifa to sell it. So
Okay.
they are the only dispensary that is directly licensed with Wiz Khalifa to dispense KK. You're not going to find it in any other dispensary. But they're also, again, we're talking about their version of KK, right? Because they're growing it here in their facilities. This isn't Wiz Khalifa's growers in fucking California who are
But
sending the shit here.
but
They're
K
growing it here
but KK was
because
invented in Florida.
correct, but just because you're growing it in the same place doesn't mean you're doing it the same way,
For
right? So like
you're
end product
for
is
sure, yeah.
definitely not good. I've had the KK from here and I've had the KK from down south where it was like, where that shit really came from. Um it's way different. Like the shit that they're dispensing, it's not, man, it's not. Granted, yeah, they're calling it 20 whatever. They'll tell you it's 28% and the terps are this and whatever, but it's just fine. Like it's just fine. It's just the name. People are paying for the name. But then you'll have another joint, like for instance, Fluent is another company. They are allowed to dispense like they fucks with like Grandiflora, you know what I mean, the cookies brands and shit like that. So they'll get genetics like the cereal milks, the Gary Paytons, but it'll be
Ooh, that Gary
real,
Payton.
like it'll be like real flavorful. It's good. Fluent puts out good shit. I like Fluent.
I will say, whenever I was there, one of the homies was getting stuff from True Leaf, which was right next to his shop.
Yeah.
He showed me four different flowers, and
Hmm.
they looked and smelled the same. All tiny
Yeah,
buds,
that's the other
and
thing.
they all smelled like plant.
Yeah.
Like
Yep.
didn't smell like flowers, just smelled like plant, like green.
but like the space cake that we had got from Move when you were down here,
Hmm.
like that shit was gassy. You know what I mean?
Is that from them?
No, that was from Move.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just talking
Yeah,
about
yeah,
True Leaf. Just I'm just saying like they're the True Leaf flower that every time that I've seen their flower, the 4 or 5 ones that I seen that day and
yeah,
smoked them,
yeah.
just all smelled like plant. And then
And
me
and
and the
again,
homies
like I'll
smoked
give credit where it's due.
two backwoods
They
back to
have
back.
they have some shit from Alien Labs that is fire. I mean, I'll give them that. That's not everything on their shit is garbage. They do have I forget what the name is. I'd seen it pretty recently. A homie had it, but it was good. It was good. I wouldn't like when we were smoking it. I had to, I asked him where it was from, and he told me I wouldn't have guessed there. Like if
Go.
I was guessing, I would have guessed either Move or honestly like maybe Jungle Boys.
Phew.
But
Jungle
we'll
Boys
see
are.
like where. Yeah, I went to the jungle today and picked up a crazy uh some smackers, which is crazy,
What's a cross
and
strain on that?
That's glue crossed with rosé.
Ooh.
That's what I'm smoking right now.
Okay.
And then I
Okay.
picked up some vanilla cream pie.
Okay.
Then they had some, they had a bunch of shit. I picked up like an ounce and a half for a good number.
Ooh, yeah, yeah.
It was cool. Came back from the jungle today, and then I went to the skate park, shredded
So
the gnar for a little
can
bit.
can you see their grow, or is that all just hidden?
So you can go, you can tour the facility where they grow, but the facility where they grow is separate from the dispensary location.
Okay. I didn't know if it was
Yeah, but
just
they
one
do have
fucking big building, how like Reef is.
no. So they'll have the grow because of Florida laws. It's a completely separate facility, but you can sign up and go to a tour for that. Just like in North Orlando, you can sign up and you can go to the Cookies dispensary to see like their grow and shit.
That would be cool.
Um, yeah, yeah, that would be cool. I haven't done a grow tour since I was in Denver years ago,
How
but
was
the
that?
grow tours are definitely cool. Um, it was cool. It was super cool for me at that time because that was the first time that I had ever went to Denver, and like I think that was the same year that it became recreational. So it was very new. You know what I mean? It was super new to me, and like I don't know, man. It was really cool. It was an underground. I remember we were walking down downtown Denver, and there was an elevator with a sign, and it was a cannabis shop, and the elevator took you downstairs, and then you went to this fucking cannabis shop, and then they had like a whole grow room in the back with like mature plants and like adolescent plants and little baby seedlings and clones. And that's when I got real interested in growing because I was like, man, living out here, you can buy a clone for what, like 12, 13 bucks. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? And then in like 10 weeks you can have some fucking pretty good flower if you do it right.
got the time. It's all time.
Yeah, 100%. And then like those, I feel like it was super. I love Denver and what they were doing. At least back then, I haven't been in a long time, but back then, like everyone was just so friendly. Like I feel like now people hoard information, right? When it comes to like growing and like the cannabis game, or really, I guess anything in life, everybody has to hoard information.
You want to know something about humans? And
I would love to know something
I
about humans.
watched this thing the other day because I was watching the dude's live that's always giving out like the secret like manufacturers and shit. And him and
Uh
his
huh.
homie was talking, and he was like, the problem with humans is now they just collect information and don't do anything with it. Like everybody's just collecting information and not executing, or not telling somebody else because they will execute. You know what I mean? Like with just hoarding information. So
Do
it's
you think do you think that that correlates with? Do you think that correlates with like people also being like, would we say generationally lazy at this point? Like I think that's what it's kind of become.
correct.
Like you kind of see the big difference between like our grandfathers, right? Think about them, and then think about like our dads, and then ours, right? Like where we're at, and then the people underneath us. It's like definitely a super void when it comes to like ambition, right?
Yeah,
Like, are we ambitionless as humans now? Do you think? Do you think we're growing more ambitiousless?
I'm not, because I'm always taking
But I mean, as
chances.
a whole, I mean, like as a race, as
I,
a human race.
yeah, I think we're getting more scared to do things, more scared to take
Yeah.
chances.
Is it more scared or is it more comfortable with not having to do things?
I think people don't want to go out of their comfort zone, right? Because the only way to thrive and the only way to know you can do anything is to go outside of your comfort zone. You won't know what you can do if you're always comfortable doing something.
Worst life coach ever, you know?
No, I'm just saying, like, you have to be uncomfortable. Like, that's how you know what I mean? Without challenges, how are you supposed to learn anything?
No, for sure. But at what point do you think as a civilization we'll get too far into not doing things, right? Like that's where the robots come in, right? I think that's why all the AI shit starts to take off is because as we start to become more okay with doing less, I say we as a whole, because I don't feel like I'm that type of person. Like I like doing shit. But the group who are okay with everything being like controlled and set up for them, that's what's leading to like what's next. You
Okay,
know?
well, prime example. Take my Instagram, right?
Prime
Every
energy drink? Not that one.
for prime example.
No, okay.
No,
I'm
so
just
so
saying because if we get a
so
couple of cases of those sent to us, that would be kind of tight.
that would be great. Please send the strawberry
The
watermelon.
100%. Send me the moonlight one.
Oh, that one's
Uh,
good. Is that the one that is that the white one?
mhm.
Kind of tastes sour.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one. I had that
Yeah.
the other day. That was real good.
Come on, send us a couple of cases of those, or if we can get some liquid death over here, that would be tight. I
Ooh.
wouldn't be mad at liquid death.
Oh.
Um, hell, at this point, Bud Light, shout out. You know, we'll help y'all make a comeback. Whatever.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
want to get some free stuff.
And we'll talk
Anyway,
about how great it is too.
100%, dude. We'll do skits. We'll do bits.
Like
We'll do all of it.
if you are any company and want a review on something,
Yeah. Oh, ooh. Also, okay. While we're asking people for stuff, I like this.
yeah.
If
If you
while we're
don't
trying,
ask, you won't ever get it. You know what I'm
don't
talking
ask
about? You
people,
gotta
yeah,
put it out there.
100%. So,
What do they call
hey
it?
guys,
Manifesting it. I'm gonna manifest it.
putting it into the universe. Well, hey guys, I'm manifesting. So the universe manifested this empty wall. I have a big empty wall. So if y'all got some artwork, I would love some stuff to hang up on my walls. Um, you know, a rug. Rugs would be cool. We're just asking people. If someone wants to come wash my car on Thursday, that would be tight. Let me know.
Got a real busy
DM
schedule, but
me.
I can fit you in there.
Yeah. Slide into my dark DMs and I'll never check it unless like because you can see the first few words that they say. You got to be real specific in your first 6 words. You got to get my attention. Otherwise, I'm not even going to check it. So put in there like artwork or,
I do the same
circular
thing.
rug. We'll wash your car on Thursday. We got to be specific so that I open it.
Or just Thursday car wash.
Thursday, car wash. Oh, yeah.
But
That's great.
the problem with people, getting comfortable, like they get comfortable with one app. They're just like, I'm only using Instagram, and I'm like, hey, we're doing something over here. You should check this out. And they're like, I don't know how to use it. It's hard. I'm like, what do you mean it's hard? They're like, well, it's just too hard to navigate. I'm like, well, you just click on the link and it takes you right to it.
Right. Right.
And they're just like, I don't understand this because, and the first thing they say, they're like, well, isn't that just for video games? Like, no, because if you were to just go check it out, as soon as
That's
you,
like saying OnlyFans is only for tits,
yeah, whenever
right?
OnlyFans, I knew about OnlyFans years ago, whenever my homie was like, hey, I'm doing painting lessons over here, and people are paying to watch me paint. You should use this and do your clothing over here. And I was like, I don't really want to do that. Then, next
Right.
thing you know, people are putting masks on and people are showing their titties and buttholes.
A lot of hard tits on there.
Everybody's like, well, I gotta stay inside now. Who wants to see my butthole?
Yeah.
3.99 a
I
month.
yeah, and well, I mean,
Who wants to pay to see a downward spiral to my divorce?
and it and and it worked,
Yeah.
like because I'm saying it worked in the sense of look where we're at now. Like look where that has progressed just from like the time of COVID when it blew up for that 2 years when it like really fucking took off.
Mhm.
And like now it's all you see everywhere. Like, bro, you can't. And I mean, cool. It's cool, but like everybody can't be doing it, right?
And yeah, I mean, listen,
And it's fine. I'm not hating.
and listen, we both
A lot of
know.
people drive cars. Okay,
We
I
both
get it.
know that like basically everybody's kind of doing it because like we both have met people and then we're
Yeah,
both
100%.
and we've both known
A hundred
people to
percent.
tell us that they have it and we both looked at them
We've both known people very close
and
that have had it.
even I've had like friends like some of my friends' wives and I'm just like
Yep,
wait what.
100%. A
Oh,
hundred percent.
can you like can you share this? No, no, I can't. I cannot do
Yeah,
that.
it gets squirrely. Yep,
And then
it's a squirrely place.
there's some people like I go to the gym so I look good naked, and some of these people I'm just like, you don't do anything, and people are paying to see you naked. This is crazy.
Bro, I couldn't,
Like crazy.
I
Like this is
couldn't jerk.
crazy.
I couldn't Terry Crews in my car. You know what I mean? Like I couldn't just straight Jo in my car on video and
No,
post it for $6.
no.
You know? You
Or
think
just
Terry Crews had an OnlyFans?
or just hope somebody's gonna fucking pay $6 for it, you know? Like, yo, check
Yeah,
this out. All
for
right, here
sure.
it would stress me out. Okay, I would upload it and be like, all right, is anybody gonna pay for it? Is anybody gonna pay for it? Is it
Yeah,
nobody's
yeah.
paid for it?
Oh
Ah,
man, that would be. Oh man, that would be so. Dude, imagine having it for like.
that'd be stressful,
Imagine
dude.
doing it. Imagine telling yourself like, I'm gonna quit my job. I'm gonna start an OnlyFans, right? And you fucking do it, right? And you're just some guy, right, or some chick. And after, let's say it's been like 29 days, right, and your rent's due, and you're like, okay, let me check the amount that's in the thing so I can see how much money I got. $11, right? Like, what do you do? You know what I mean? Like, imagine being that, because there's definitely not everybody. Also, and this is six different sentences in one, and I know that, but also, how is everybody in the top fucking 1 or 2%? You see that on everybody. Everybody's in the top fucking percent. I'm
Yeah,
gonna put that on my Instagram. I'm in the top 5%.
just put it in your bio, top 5%.
Bro, that's a really big 1%. You know what I mean? If everybody's in it,
Yeah, I
I
don't.
would put, if I was a chick, I would put like
You
a
think that
random number. I'd be like top 77%. That would
you
be
you
hilarious.
think they do
Where are
that?
those girls
You
at?
think they do that to boost your ego to keep posting?
Yeah, 100
Or
percent.
are
That's got to
you in
be a
the
tactic,
top
right?
like 1% of like the people you follow?
No, I think it makes sense that it's got to be a tactic because when you say, okay, you have 100, right? Out of 100, 1% is one. Okay, you following me here? So, so based on that math, right? 1% of 100 is one. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You're with me, right?
I got you.
That's not a lot. Not everybody could be that one, right?
Is it what about like 1% of a billion?
There's not a billion people doing it. There's no way.
Dude, there's 7 billion people in the world. There's got to be at least
There's
one
no way there's a billion people doing content for fucking OnlyFans.
dude.
We got to put a real number on it. Like, what would be a real number? A billion? I don't think that's realistic. I don't think an eighth of the population is is producing OnlyFans, right?
Okay,
There's no way.
10 million.
Oh, way more than that. we we got we gotta let that one climb.
Now you're telling me I'm shooting way too low, huh?
Way too low, bro. I would say like, okay, there's like 400 million people in the US, right? That's what they say. So I would say in the world, there's probably a half. You said 10 million? It's probably like 250 million. I would think that's a realistic number. There's probably 250 million.
250 million people
Yeah. So
on
what's 1% of 250 million? Uh, 25,000, right?
yeah.
So there's way more than 25,000 people saying they're in the top 1%. Somebody's lying out here.
Yeah,
That's all
but
I'm saying.
because
They need to start showing receipts.
there's like there's
What y'all really made this month?
okay, because check this out. Okay, because some some people. Okay, so prime example, right? There is like the average
The
girl
Prime
that
Energy drink. But this is a bad time to bring them up because now they're gonna,
Dude, I'm just gonna
correlate that
keep
with
throwing
OnlyFans.
primes in there, and they're gonna catch it. You know what I mean? It's gonna pop
Yeah,
up
yeah.
on them.
Next week, I'm gonna have bottles of Prime surrounding me.
I'm going to be a bottle of prime.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, okay, I
Send
like
us a
it. I like
suit.
it. Send us a bro. Do y'all have a cutout? I'll take a cutout of like
I'll
of
put one.
Logan's drinking a Moon Mist
You
Fago
can
or
send
whatever the
me a
fuck.
Logan mask and I'll wear it.
Dang, that'd be tight.
Yeah,
Do
yeah,
they
yeah.
have those?
But also at the same time, we have to remind them that it's.
Did you see the guy that looks like him and went and got to meet him because they look alike? That's hilarious.
Have you seen his other?
Imagine somebody saying, "Hey, can I meet you because I think I kind of look like you?"
Have you seen his brother that looks just like him too, like the older one?
Uh, Probably not.
Literally looks just
I
like
can't
him,
say I
dude.
have.
They could be twins. He's like a normal dude. He's from his
Yeah,
dad's like first marriage.
he's fighting Nate Diaz. Well, his brother, the
Uh,
other one, the younger brother.
the annoying one.
He's
The
fighting
one that has all that money but still won't get his teeth fixed.
and still wants to box.
Oh, but like I was saying, prime example, right? You have your average girl who is still like working their day job doing fucking OnlyFans, right?
Verizon.
You know what I
Oh, okay.
mean? Yeah, yeah, working at
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Verizon, still getting
Working at
OnlyFans.
Verizon. Yeah,
Like
yeah.
not making enough to quit her job. And then you got like ski mask girl who has made millions, who literally bought a fucking G-Wag, a house in fucking LA, like, you know what I
For
mean,
sure.
as a millionaire because of fucking OnlyFans. And
For sure. I'm not
she didn't
saying.
even
Yeah, it
show her
definitely
face
works.
or her butthole. You know what I mean? There's girls out here getting down and dirty, and there's other ones who are just like keeping it classy and making millions. It's like
Yeah.
how? Like
So, okay, I like what you just said there. Hold on. Let's run with that. Do you think then, be honest, do you think that if I do a classy OnlyFans, that would be better, right? Than if I did a dirty one, right?
are you talking about just like feet and shoulders? No hips?
No hips at all.
Just maybe like feet and back?
Yeah, like back is cool.
So
Back is cool.
show them some calf muscles?
Calves. Yeah, I'm thinking my calves.
Ooh, oil
Just,
those
you know
things
what
up
I
and do
mean?
some raises, like step it up on some
Right, like
steps.
get a sweet ass like get a all brown get up just like a US like a UPS driver, right?
Ooh, yeah.
And just have like shots of me dressed up as a UPS driver, right?
Yeah,
And
yep.
but just like real close ups of my cast, and you see a little bit of the shorts, right? You see a little
Uh-huh.
bit of the shorts, so you know
He's
that the
working.
brown shorts, you
You
know
know
he's
he's
working,
uh-huh.
right?
You know my
And it
man's
shows those
working.
calf muscles.
They like a
You see
working
the
man.
socks and like the back of the, but I'm wearing socks and shoes, right? Because I'm a working man. So
Low cut or high
like
cut
a
socks.
realistic OnlyFans would be hilarious, right?
Yeah.
Like OnlyFans that wasn't sexy. That would be fucking funny, dude. How is nobody doing? I'm sure somebody's
Dude,
doing
I
that.
met a dude one time who had an OnlyFans, and he said all he does is build choppers. Like he just films himself working on motorcycles with no shirt on.
Mm,
And I'm
I
talking
could dig
about a
that.
250 pound, like, a man. You know what I mean? He
Yeah,
looks
yeah,
like a
yeah. Grizzly bear.
like when he takes his shirt off, you're like, why is he still wearing a shirt?
Right, right.
Like why
Okay.
did he have a sweater on under his
Uh,
t-shirt? That's weird.
just like the dude that you would not expect to be in line waiting for hot chocolate, you know?
Uh-uh. The dude that asked for extra sprinkles, you're like, excuse me, sir?
You're like, huh? You wanted sprinkles at all?
You mean
That's
extra sprinkles?
insane.
It doesn't even
You
come
need
with
extra.
sprinkles.
Bro, I never did that. I never asked for sprinkles on my ice cream.
I didn't like sprinkles. They taste weird.
Yeah, I never did that. Extra sprinkles is crazy.
Dude, here's what ruins
If you're on
sprinkles
a
for
date,
me.
and the girl gets extra sprinkles on her ice cream, right? And this is the first date. What do you like? You leave, right? Like you end it. Do you ride it out a little bit? Do we talk about it a little bit? Like, I don't know how I would handle that if we're being real.
Mm,
And like, I don't really even care how hot you are at that point. You got extra sprinkles? That's crazy.
I don't even know about that. Like if she orders sprinkles, then like I'm just gonna have to warn her, like, hey, you shouldn't do that. And then she goes, no, I really like them. I'm just gonna be like, I'll be in the car.
I'm telling the guy as she says extra sprinkles, and I'm looking at her, just ridiculous. I'm just in shock.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
would
yeah.
be looking at the guy who I'm about to pay, and I would be like, he'd be like, are you paying for it? Yeah, I still got it, man. Don't worry. Here, I'm gonna cover this. How much is her ice cream without the sprinkles? Okay, well, I'm gonna pay that amount, and whatever amount is extra for the sprinkles, she's got to take care
Yeah,
of
yeah,
that
she
because I
got
don't
that
do
for
that.
sure.
She got that for sure, and then she's gonna look at me, and then she says,
That's like I
"You're
don't.
not, you're not gonna pay for the sprinkles." And I'm going to say absolutely not.
Oh,
Extra sprinkles? That's crazy.
so this just popped up in the chat.
What is it?
Uh, Hoovy420 says, heard of people using AI generator material for OnlyFans.
Yeah, so that I mean, for sure. That makes sense that makes a lot of sense because okay, hear me out. Follow me.
I
If
got you.
if I can make an AI, okay, the dude who made the Drake song, right, with the AI, which
That
is a
is that
banger.
is crazy. I mean,
It's a
James has used his AI to make a Drake song one night that, but he sung it him like we all sung it together. But the guy, I go ahead.
right. But like this, yeah, but like that shit, like that one dude did, that shit is wild. So
It
if you can
sounded
do
like
that,
Drake.
it sounded just like Drake, and it sounded like a fucking real highly produced beat. It's weird. It's crazy. Um, but if you can do that, and you can also do the deep fake videos, which I'm gonna be 100% honest, they're getting really fucking good. Um, you can do those things. It's not crazy to think that you could have your face, like a picture of your face or the information from your face into this AI and put it on any fucking body in any in
Scenario.
any way, shape, or form.
Yeah, 'cause like, hey,
Why
like I
couldn't it
said,
do that?
if you're making all that money off of that, you could find an engineer to do that for you.
100%. That's wild. AI scares the fuck out of me, man. I swear. Like the Drake song stuff, like that shit is, dude. We are one step away from them projecting an alien fucking invasion.
Yeah, 'cause
You know.
they're also saying that there are full-on pornos right now that are deep faked with AI.
So it's so like deep fake, like with AI robots,
Yeah, like
or like
as in, like it was like the
with
whole
people.
thing was made, the AI made it with people.
Yeah. See, that's scary.
Yeah,
That's
'cause at some
terrifying.
point, like you're gonna be like, am I watching something that is real or something that was artificially? Created.
That's the thing. Like, at what point are we merging way too much between like reality and simulation?
Because think
Right?
about it, right?
They're gonna be synonymous.
If AI can do that, all they need is, like my man Tom Cruise's face. They don't even need him for the movie. Like, we're
Yeah,
just gonna pay
no,
you
you
for your
could be
face
like,
now, and that wrote a
uh,
whole movie and take him out of
well,
acting.
that's the dude who does the voice for Darth Vader's
Mark, no,
the voice.
you talk about the black dude, the old black guy,
Is it Idris Elba?
or which there's two. Which Darth Vader?
The original.
That was what the fuck is his name? I wish you wouldn't ask me that. We talked about it
I
the
know.
other day.
I know. Well, anyway, he gave Disney the rights to his voice to use his voice through AI forever. So like they can make a bunch of Star Wars and shit and always use his voice.
James Earl Jones.
Mm, him. So
We talked about him the other day.
yeah, so he is like his voice is now owned by Disney or whatever. They own the rights to his voice and they can make the AI say whatever with his voice for whatever they want for forever now. That's crazy. Did
But
you see the
but
robot
is it
that
is it still though, like in the credits, is it still like his voice?
yeah, yeah, because it is his voice. But the AI is making his voice say whatever it wants it to say, which is weird, right? It's like those birds that copy that like mimic people's voices or whatever. It's like kind of like that.
But also, but like, would it say like voice of James Earl Jones or voice of AI James Earl
No,
Jones?
it would say voice created by.
Okay.
Yeah. Or used in the voice of James Earl Jones, right? Which would be fucking weird when you think about it.
Yeah.
I
I don't know.
don't know, man.
Times are changing.
Times are super changing. Times are really changing.
Shit's getting weirder. People are getting scareder. People are getting softer. You know? Like I feel like the whole like, you know, the whole work era, when everybody had to work.
Hard
All
times make strong men make easy times make weak men make hard times.
yeah, that's like people t
Wash, rinse, repeat.
and people talk about like how hard things are, and I'm like, things aren't hard, dude.
Bro, I mean, sure, things
Like,
are relatively hard to what people believe is easy in life. But like, hey guys, imagine like we could have been born in we're in the best fucking time of ever. Cause when the fuck else would you let's be real. Nobody would have wanted to everyone's like, oh, the 60s would have been awesome. No, the fuck it wouldn't.
no way, that shit was
That
crazy.
shit would have sucked,
You could have
bro.
okay, you could have just woke up one day and been like, hey, you're going to war.
100%. Serial killers. Everyone's like, oh, Woodstock. Yo, Woodstock was miserable. Did y'all not see how many people died there? This shit was insane. Nobody
Which
wants to be a part of that.
wait, you're talking about Woodstock '99, dude?
No, 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 the 60s.
Yeah. It's like, I don't know. And the 80s were pretty crazy too, Like 80s seemed pretty fun. 90s were just like super sexy to me. Like I just
Yeah,
like
like honestly, like
the
yeah, like
90s
it's
were wild and like
yeah. If anything, I would
still
have
my
just
favorite
wanted to be
time.
like, yeah, I would take being my age now in the 90s. I would do that for sure. For sure. 90s were yeah.
Yeah.
But I think that's also because we lived pre-internet. You know, like I remember not having internet
I
ever.
you know um our generation literally has seen everything from like war to terrorism to fucking technology,
Internet,
to like
advancement of fucking cars.
so like if you're a kid now and you're born, like what do you get to see happen? Everything's already happened.
No, no. Think about where we go, right? Because here's the thing. We are in the stage of like, okay, so like think about 10 years ago. What was that? 2013, right? Fuck, dude. So 10 years ago in 2013, we were like, "Oh, in the next 10 years things are probably going to be really crazy, right? 2020s the technology is going to be insane." It's not really there, right? Like nobody's really too astonished about like where we're at. But when you really think about it, we are already living in the future and we have been this whole time, right? Because if you let it be, you can 100% have anything brought to you at any point in time. Nobody has to leave their house. You can completely make a business and make money and be financially straight off of your phone, and
Correct.
that's all you need. Um, if you set up your life right now in this time, you can literally live without ever leaving your place, everything be automated for you. Like that's the future, right? And that's all some people know, like the girl on OnlyFans who's making 100 grand a fucking month. Let's be real, this girl's fucking chilling. She gets chauffeured to places, she probably gets fucking food brought to her all the time. Like these
Mhm.
there's people who make all this money from their phones, which is a great idea, or people who are good at stocks or whatever the fucking case is, crypto, all this shit. You uh you can set yourself up to be living completely in the future. So like in 10 years, what is that? You know?
That's true. And I've
Like cuz people are already doing the shit where they go to the metaverse to hang out,
and
right? Like that's kind of
and
becoming a thing.
and I've kind of always felt like that, like as a kid, as soon as the internet came out, we had the internet, and I started like PC gaming and like
Yeah,
talking to people all around the world.
exactly. Cuz I mean when you think about it, that's the point of the internet, right? Is to connect
And
people
I felt like
when you
whenever
really break it down.
whenever I would talk to other kids at school and they'd be like, "Oh, I don't have a computer. I'm not on the internet." And I'd just be like, "Dude, I'm over here in the future." Like, you know what I mean? I'm on what they used to call the information highway.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm on that AOL dial-up. But it's like,
Dial up was the loudest fucking thing, bro.
dude, I used to get caught getting like online because it would just be like, banner, banner,
Alt
caught,
with an L,
caught.
Caught.
Yeah, I get caught.
Okay, got you.
Yeah, yep. Dude, at that time, that's when pages, you had to watch the whole page load.
Yeah, that was back when fucking I used to always try to watch the 411 videos
Ooh, yeah.
because 411 was like the only website I fucking knew about, and I would fucking always try to watch the tutorial videos on how to do kickflips and shit,
Okay.
and it would take 23 minutes, you know, to load a 1 minute
When
video.
LimeWire was legal. When,
So, dude, I had so many burn
dude, I
CDs
had Napster
before he sold it.
before he got in trouble.
And that's old.
Yeah,
I'm saying these things as if I'm near your age. It's crazy.
yeah. You're pretty close. You're not that far.
You're wild.
You're not that far.
I don't know, dude. I'm pretty good at 30.
Yeah.
I feel like
30.
I can run just as fast as I could when I was 15.
And I don't know. You know, it's crazy. Like, I always say this, but I feel better now than like, my 20s. I felt like shit, but like now, I probably feel like I did whenever I was like
Hey, I'll be honest, my back
real
hurts
young.
way less when I'm 30 than it did when I was 20.
Uh huh.
why, why the fuck was my back so fucked up, man?
Dude, just being lazy and not knowing
I guess.
not knowing the proper way to like take care of yourself.
Well, knowing it, just not acknowledging it.
Yeah, yeah, because you're just like, I don't need to do that.
No, I was like, what I need to do is
Like,
drink 40s with the homies.
I wish I would have started my fucking gym journey at like 25.
Yeah, yeah. Because, yeah, for sure. Because if you were working out for fucking, dude, imagine that, yeah, 20 years of fucking working out.
20
Going like that, you would be
20 years, dude.
jacked, dude.
Dude, it would
Yeah,
only
yeah. You
10
said
years.
25.
That'd be 10 years.
At
Dude, you're
25.
a numbers guy. I thought you were.
This is why the business is doing so good. Thank me for all of this. I'm the numbers guy. No, no. If you had started 10 years ago, yeah, it'd be kind of crazy. Your shirts would definitely be you'd be buying a different size shirt, right?
For sure.
I feel like your style would be way different, right? When you get super jacked, I feel like your style is gonna change. You're gonna start wearing a lot of colorful, bright colors. I think that's gonna be hilarious. Once you get to a certain point of like, you know, Jake Heisenrip Tower, you should fucking 100% just completely change your style, right?
Yeah. Well, of course I'm gonna have to like start wearing like XLs next. Cause even like some larges, I'm
Or
like this.
shopping at Big and Tall.
Like even this large, I'm just like, it's like,
You'd have to shop in the back at Short and
it's like
Wide.
it's the husky section.
Yeah. Yo, don't ever say that word, dude. Look, that's traumatizing. I used to wear fucking size 32 Husky when I was 10 years old. No, yeah, like 10 years old, 9 years old, 8 years old, right in that
Why
range.
were you so big?
Because my mom fed me. So growing up, my mom would feed me Pepsi, right, in a baby bottle when I was a baby, right, and that's 100% true. And don't I still don't condone of that. Like I still think it's absolutely crazy, and I tell her that it's absolutely crazy. And then by the time I was 8, I was by the time I was 8, I was like 130 pounds, right? And I
What?
was just a little fat fuck. And uh
You were 30
and so
pounds more than
I,
30 pounds less than
I
what you are now?
yeah, and I was real short when I was 8, 9 years old. You know what I mean? I wasn't tall at all. And I fell. I blacked out one day, right? And
Too much sugar?
fell in the fucking yeah. So I had to go to the hospital. From that point, I had to get put on this like crazy diet, and like we had to get we had to, we were at the doctor, right? And I remember the doctor was like, well, what size are you wearing now? And my mom was like, oh, let me check on the pants. And she said, she said, she said, oh, it's a 32 Husky. And I fell the dude. It's like, what are we doing here? I'm 32 Husky. That's a grown man size. I'm like 9 years old. What the fuck? Because even the doctor's face was like, whoa, like this a big boy, you know? Like all guts, no glory. So um I had to go on this crazy diet, right? And so for like 6 months, dude, I was only eating um rice cakes, right? These fucking rice
Oh,
cakes
I
is
love
all I
rice
was allowed to
cake.
eat. Plain trail mix, like plain Chex Mix, trail mix, whatever the fuck, and like grilled chicken and vegetables. And that shit, yeah, that shit fucked with me because the doctor was like, "Why does he eat so bad?" And my mom was like, "I don't know." And the whole time I'm like, "This is crazy. Like, you
What
know,
do you
you let me
mean?
do this.
What do you mean you
This is
don't know?
you.
Why are you
You
telling them you don't
created this."
know?
Yeah,
Why?
it's 100% my mom's fault. I remember me and my brother would be in the apartment. and we would call my mom at her work. She used to work at Food Line in the deli bakery, and I'd have to ask for her and be like, "Hey, can I talk to my mom in the deli bakery?" And she'd get the phone, and I'd be like, "Hey, me and my brother want snacks," and she'd be like, "Split a sleeve of Chips Ahoy." That's literally what she would say because Chips Ahoy's used to come in the white sleeves,
Yeah,
and I don't know how many cookies were in it, but man, that thing was like, bro, that shit was like over a foot of cookies.
a lot of cookies.
That's a lot of cookies, man. And we would split that for a snack.
Dude, I used to put bologna in the microwave with cheese on it.
Insane, right? Like that's crazy. So I was eating cookies with my brother like a normal fucking kid, and you were putting bologna in the microwave with cheese on it.
Yeah,
You're a
yes.
serial killer, dude.
So what you do
What
is
the
you.
fuck? So what you do? Don't say so what you do like people are about to write this down. What the fuck are you talking
Yeah,
about?
yeah, yeah, yeah. What you what you want to do is you want to take the bologna, cause you want to take the red ring off, right? And
Uh huh.
I used to
Uh
take the
huh.
red ring off and like string it through
Okay.
my teeth to
I'm gonna
like
tell
pull
you where
out
you went wrong at the end, but go ahead.
I'd string it through my teeth to like
Okay.
to pull all the meat off
Okay.
of it.
I'm gonna tell you where you went wrong at the end, but go ahead.
and then and then I'd open the cheese, I'd take the cheese,
Mm,
I'd get a saucer, and I'd put the bologna right in
mm,
the middle, right? And then I'd put the piece
mm.
of cheese right in the middle, put it on there
Okay.
for like 2 minutes, and it would
Okay.
just cook.
And we're talking about a square slice of cheese,
A
right?
square
Just
slice of
so.
cheese. So the,
Okay. Okay.
the
Go
the
ahead.
bologna would just spin and spin, and then it would start like folding into like a
How long
bowl.
were you putting it in there, if I can ask?
2 minutes.
Two. You were put and how? And this was one slice of bologna and one slice of cheese,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and you put it in there for 2 minutes.
Yeah, 'cause like our
Okay. I just want to make sure I
our
got the
microwave.
facts.
Listen, our microwave wasn't that good, so you had to, you know what I
Okay.
mean, put it
No,
in
for
for a
sure. Two minutes.
little bit
Jesus
longer. 1 minute
Christ.
was not gonna cook it. It's just gonna get it warm.
Imagine anybody putting a piece of bologna with cheese on it for 1 minute, you know?
Yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah.
what go ahead, dude.
Okay, so after the 1 minute mark, it like starts like folding up into like a bowl, and to get the sizzling, the cheese will start bubbling, so it
It's
starts
getting nuked,
melting. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, it's definitely nuking the shit out of
There's so much radiation on this.
it.
Go ahead.
Yeah, yeah. So then after it's done, you pull it
It's
out.
dancing in the microwave and you're like, this is definitely gonna be good.
Yeah, yeah. I used to do the same thing with marshmallows. You ever put a marshmallow in the microwave?
No, so then what do you do with the fucking
Oh, so then you when
with the
just
bullshit piece of meat with the cheese on
so
it?
so you pull the bologna out, you let it cool
Huh?
off, and then you just
Of
like
course,
you
because it was
just
in there for too long and we
yeah,
know
yeah,
that. But go
and then you just kind of like fold it in half, right? You just like fold it in half
mm,
so it sticks to each other, and then
like
you
a
just put
taco.
yeah, and then you put the fork in the middle and just kind of pick it up and eat it like that. Take a couple of bites and it's gone.
Hmm. So I almost threw up.
Yeah, I mean,
And
I'll be honest with you. Whenever I had to tell you that I used to pull the meat string through my teeth, like that just reminded me of a time and really fucking grossed me out, dude. I was just like, ugh, ugh.
say this because you said a lot right there. Um, so so here's where you went wrong, and this is where I advise people to change. Right in that story is he said when he said the part of so you said the thing about the string in between your teeth, and you said the thing about the microwave for 2 minutes with the cheese on top of it, and just the yellow square cheese, and for 2 minutes, and then you said the thing about eating it out of a fork or whatever. So none of this was crazy at all. The part that you don't do is have the bologna, right?
Hey, we
So
had
like
bologna
let's
as a
we
kid.
start there. You just don't have the bologna.
I don't know why we had bologna as a kid. Sometimes we'd even have that olive loaf bologna because my dad liked it.
You wouldn't eat that now. Be real.
Hell no, I won't even eat bologna. That's why.
Okay.
That's why the
Okay.
other. That's why two episodes ago, when old Drusif decided to, we're like, "What are you eating?" He's like, "A sandwich." I'm like, but what
That was
kind
like
of
a
sa-"
month ago.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
yeah.
that was 2 episodes ago. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so
I'm the
maybe.
numbers guy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Maybe 3 episodes ago. Who knows? I don't know. Either way, you can go back a couple episodes right before we start.
Before he threw up?
Yeah, yeah. So we were
The
like,
one that yeah,
Yeah, what
okay.
are you eating? He wouldn't even tell us what he was eating. And then he
Yeah,
was
he was
like,
hiding
it
it.
was a bologna sandwich. We're like, why didn't you just tell us that? Like you were hiding that bologna and cheese sandwich from us. I was like, you're eating jail food. What are you doing in the free world eating jail food? And then what
Yep.
happened to him? He
And
just
then he fucking threw up.
walked off, and like I seen him. I was like, what's he doing over there? And like you could see him in the corner, just over there. I'd seen him bend over to the trash can and just throwing up.
Poor guy.
Don't eat bologna. Shit's gross.
Don't eat bologna. Don't eat bologna. Yeah, I remember. Yeah. No, I never did bologna. Um,
I don't even like
at
ham.
all. I don't really fuck with ham either. I'm not really a ham guy. I mean, I love cheese for sure. Cheese is awesome.
Yeah, I'm not really a cheese guy.
It's got to be good cheese. I like good cheese.
Like, what do you mean, like the worst it smells?
I like a no, like a like today I had tacos with feta cheese on it. Fire,
Feta's good. Feta really
fire.
fucks my tummy up.
Yeah, but on a taco it was perfect, and they didn't overdo it. It was just like enough. It was good.
Hmm. I like whenever they put like the goat cheese crumble,
Yeah, goat cheese crumble was fire.
the honey goat cheese.
Mmm,
Can't go wrong with that.
out of this world.
Speaking of out of this world, these shoulders are about to be there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you got some wingspan on you now, huh?
Yeah, I've got a peacock. Gotta let me fly.
Yeah. You're gonna have a hard way getting through hallways in a little while.
Dude, I weighed myself and still. That was after the sauna. 157 after the sauna.
Yeah, when you went to the seniors clinic, the patient aid clinic, the fucking seniors developmental fucking clinic. That's
Yeah,
funny.
I first, and then I seen one of my old maintenance men at the gym today, and he walked up to me. He was like, "Dang guy," and I was like, "What's up?" He was like, "You put some size on you." I was like, "Thanks for noticing." I was like, "I can't fucking
Yeah.
tell."
You were like, I didn't put it on me.
He was like, "You look like you gained some weight." I was like, "Original body weight 145." I was
Best
like,
friend trend.
I'm holding 160. No, I'm not on trend. I'm still fucking natty.
Best friend trend. Is this the episode where everybody finds out you've been on trend?
Dude, if I was on trend, I'd be way bigger. I'd be fucking huge.
That'd be hilarious. I can't wait till you are on trend. That's gonna be hilarious.
I don't know. You know what I mean? That's like the dark side, dark side.
Yeah, for sure. Have you
There,
met you?
there's people that be like hearing voices and shit from taking it.
Mm,
'Cause that shit
are
like
they
goes,
jacked?
dude, yeah, dude. Have you seen the trend twins?
Yeah. Yeah. So okay, hold on. So here's my question. Follow up. You down to look like that to hear some voices? Cause
Like, yo, if you see fucking Manic Mike or whatever, that motherfucker, like, they were like, I watched one of their vlogs today, and they were talking about how they don't let him do any of the internet shit. They're like, dude, all you have to do is fucking work out and eat. That's all you have to do.
yeah,
The other one's like, I do everything. And he's like,
yeah,
you know, it's fucked up. He's like, we've been trying to film for 4 fucking days, but we just can't get along. He's like, we just keep fucking arguing.
that's hilarious.
Have you ever seen yourself with roid rage? Like, that's literally what they do. Like, look at each
I've
other, like, because
imagined
they're
it. I've
twins.
definitely imagined it.
But it's
I've
like,
thought about myself with it.
just imagine having another you, your size, like, fucking with you all day.
Yeah, it's honestly sounds kind of fun.
And I'm gonna be honest with you. They look like they have a lot of fucking fun. Those kids are
Because I'll be
fucking
honest, I'd
hilarious.
win. Like I would win at everything.
And
You
it's
know?
and whenever they start fighting and like wrestling because they're so fucking
Yeah, that's hilarious. Just two giants.
big.
It's so funny. Those guys are great. They make good shit.
Yeah.
I'd hang out with them.
Oh, for sure. And like they fucking lift heavy, dude.
Well, yeah.
Today I decided I was like, you know, maybe I can chest press these 25s.
Yeah, you fucking with the heavies.
You know, the only thing that scares me is like my shoulder, but it's like I'll start the bench up and I'll start slowly lowering it down to where I'm almost like
Yeah, yeah.
laying down.
Do it safe. Be
Mhm.
safe.
Yeah.
Wear shoes in the house.
Yeah, that's why I can't wait till you come so then I can try to lift more heavy shit.
Yeah, for sure. I'll make sure it doesn't fucking kill you. It's just gonna be fun.
Yeah.
So it's fucking yeah. April's over. We're starting May off. Yeah,
20
couple weeks.
25 more days.
Couple more weeks till vacation. I'm
Uh-huh.
ready. It's gonna be good.
Yeah. Hopefully I get all this shit taken care of.
Live podcast.
Yeah, yep. It's like you know, can't really talk about it till it's all done and over with, but just know I'm alive.
Mhm. Mhm.
It was
Mhm.
it was crazy.
Yeah, that's why I think at the live podcast that'll be a good to bring up
Yeah.
because at that point you'll have stuff.
Yeah. Everything will
Yep.
be in line and I'll be able to talk about it.
Mhm. Just know everything's good.
Mhm. I'm alive. I'm
He's
well.
fine. Legs are good, right?
Yeah, that show was so funny. It's like he was like, "What? His legs? What happened to his legs?"
That was great. That was fucking hilarious. How's your girl catcher? Still good?
Huh?
Your girl catcher? Your face?
Oh yeah, yeah. It's good. It's real
Okay,
good.
good deal. Okay.
Dude, it was just it
So yeah,
was
then everything's good.
you know, you're just going down the road, and then next thing you know, you're not going down the road.
Cut two. Car
Cut,
in the pond.
yeah, cut two, car in the pond, and you're like, excuse me,
No,
sir.
don't cut two.
You're like, excuse me, sir. Hey, sir.
You're like, how did my car end up in the pond? And
Like,
he's like, cut to pond.
yeah. And then when the Escalade goes in, what does he say when the Escalade goes in? He's like, ah, simple mistake.
Simple mistake. I see how this could happen. Wanderlust, that shit's great. That's Wanderlust.
Mhm. Mhm.
That's a good one. All right. I am stoned.
Me too, sir. Me too.
How long are we in?
We're at an hour and 13 minutes.
Ooh, I like that. I like that. 113.
Mhm.
What was the band? 112? Was
311.
that a boy band?
One
311.
311, 112.
Boys Two Men.
Jagged Edge. Black
Yeah, not a number in that one. Three
Blacks.
Doors Down.
Ooh, Three Doors Down. 3 Days Grace.
3 Days Grace. What?
Eve 6.
You who?
Eve 6.
That's some shit you would say. That's some goth shit that you would be
They
into
they
for
weren't
sure.
even goth, dude. They were like they were they were Eve 6
That's
was
like the six. You should have just said the 69 eyes.
No.
Or whatever.
You would. That is your favorite band, huh? You probably listen to them and him. And then you're like, you know what? Fuck all this shit. I'm just gonna listen to
Hold
some
on,
Turbo
hold on,
Negro.
hold on, hold on.
All these fucking Finland
What
bands.
about
More
I
like.
feel so musically attacked right now. This is crazy. Let me say one thing. Okay, Turbo Negro, no, right? Even though all my friends are dead, but no. Okay. uh Fucking the 69 eyes, no, but I do think I do know for sure that that's the type of band that you used to draw on your fucking binder and shit at school, right?
What?
That's the type of shit you used to draw. That's the type of shit you used to print out pictures of and tape it to your fucking locker, right?
What?
So, and also him, I do 100%. I still have at least. I'd probably say, if you want me to be 100% honest, 3 or 4 hymn songs are on one of my playlists for sure that I can think of. But they're good songs.
But
Kind
they're.
of. I remember one time we were driving and it was you and me, and this was like I had just got a car. I was like 16, and it was you, me, one of my homies, and then one of your homies, and we drove to Orlando to pick someone up, and then on the way back, I had him on the playlist in the car, and you were in the back seat in the middle, and you were like, "Hey, is this him?" And I was like, "Yeah," and you were like, "Huh?" And I was like, "Why? What's up?" And you were like, "Did you put this on, or did it just come on?" And I was like, "I put it on," and you were like, "Oh," and I was like, what are we? And you were like, no, I get it. You were like, I get it. And I was like, no, what are you saying? Like, oh, you've always hated on me for that.
Just being a fucking asshole, dude.
Just being a dick. But I mean, we still, I'll be honest. I 100% guess if I have a heartogram clock in my kitchen because I 100% do.
That's tight. I just have the
You know,
heartogram belt
and
buckle.
it's made out of a record. It's like a record that's cut out into a heartogram.
I had the heartogram belt buckle that I bought from Spot.
I had the I had the heartogram shoes. The audio
Yeah, I had those too, the
the
BAMs.
yeah, the Bam Margera
Uh-huh.
audios. The fucking I had the black and pink ones with the heartograms all across them. And they were expensive as fuck. I remember
Mhm.
my mom bought them for me, and then I immediately started skateboarding in them. And I skated the fuck out of them and tore them the shit after like 2 3 weeks, excuse me. And then and yeah, she was so pissed off, man, because she was like, those shoes were expensive and you're gonna skateboard in them. And I was like, well, yeah, they're skate shoes,
Dude, my parents used to
but
get
they were
so mad
dope as
about that
fuck.
shit.
They were dope.
That's when I started buying two pairs of shoes, one to skate, one to wear.
Yeah, you still have a pair for sure.
Oh, I wish I still had them.
Me too. I'm not gonna lie. You know what I do have a pair of? That's kind of crazy to think about. I have a pair of never worn. You remember when Birdman came out with the all white shoes?
Yeah.
In like, I'm talking about like in like 2000.
Mhm.
I forget who he did the shoes with, like what company they were. But I know they were the Birdmans. They're all white and they got like a silver bird pendant thing that hangs off them. But I have a pair in fucking at my dad's house.
Let me
That's
see.
gotta be worth some money, right?
Are you talking about the lugs? The Birdman
Are they the
lugs?
lugs? The Birdman lugs, yeah.
Yeah, these.
The
Yeah.
Birdman lugs.
Yeah, these are
How,
hard.
how much can I get for those?
Well, they're on eBay right now for $89.
Oh my god, that's it?
Yeah.
Is that used?
No, these are brand new, never worn.
What the fuck? Never mind. I thought I had something fire. You ever think that you have something fire and then like
Yeah, 'cause they got
that's
the.
like thinking you have a hot chick and then you're at a red light or at a restaurant and you see like a way hotter chick? That's kind of what just happened to me just now.
Mm-hmm.
Or like meeting someone and like starting to date someone, and then you realize like, oh, your best friend is way hotter. That's a problem. That just happened. You just did that to me. Like now, I don't even care that I have that pair of
Just
shoes.
out here crushing dreams, you know,
Yeah,
crushing
yeah,
dreams.
yeah. I don't even care that I have the shoes now.
You might as well wear them.
Oh, I'm gonna fucking go fucking mudding in them at
Yeah,
this point.
you should definitely do that.
Me going mudding.
That would be fun.
It would be fun. I would love to go.
Hell yeah.
I'll go. Where's the mud? I'll do it.
Hmm.
I'll put my car in sport mode.
Oh, let's go. Hydroplane.
Yeah,
Got insurance?
hell yeah, 100%. I don't think they're gonna cover me being reckless like that, but
Not if you were at home sleeping the whole time, you know?
you're right. When you're right, you're right. They're like, you got an Uber from exactly where the car was crashed to your house at exactly the time that the car was crashed. I'm gonna be like, that's crazy.
'Cause I've been here sleeping.
I've been here since yesterday.
I never left
What's
my
today?
house.
Yeah, I've been here since yesterday. Always say some shit like that to a cop to try to make him believe you. I've been here since what's today? Tuesday? Yeah, yeah, I've been here since Monday. I was here since yesterday.
Hmm. Hmm. Well,
We're signing out.
that time.
I'm stoned.
I mean, I'm gonna roll another one after I get off here, but yeah.
Yeah, yeah, no, we'll talk some. Yeah, I'll hang out with you for a minute for
Um,
sure.
just want to
But this
thank,
was fun.
yeah, yeah, thank you for, listening to the most political podcast,
The most political podcast because we're super political
super
and
political.
we're we're starting a we're starting a campaign soon, but we're not going to tell you who it's for. And
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
all we're going to say.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's all we're going to say about it.
And if you think it's for that one person, you're fucking wrong.
You're wrong.
You're
You're wrong.
wrong.
But you're wrong. It's definitely not him. But I mean, some would
Uh-uh.
say, some would some say would some say he's got a good hairline? Some would.
Yeah, yeah.
Some would.
Some would say that he has a little swagger to his walk.
Some would say he's got a little swagger. Some would say some who know him well would be like swagger hound, right?
And
Like kind of like absorbing all the swagger.
some
That
people would
guy.
say that he plays a mean game of spades.
Ooh, especially when he was locked up that time.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah, I heard he got 10 books a game.
Acquitted though. Acquitted.
Acquitted. Yeah,
He was
yeah.
acquitted of all
Acquitted.
charges.
That means he's good at golfing. So.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Par par
Oh no, we've
parlay.
said too much.
A parlay. It's a parlay.
Oh no, we've given him too
They
much.
probably think we're talking about Michael Jordan.
Come back next week to see who we vote for. Next week we're going to talk about who we're voting for at this year's election.
For sure.
Has no idea what he's talking about, right? No election this year. Just literally saying shit.
Dude, this is the most political podcast. We got to talk about political things and voting.
Yeah, people. Uh, yeah. So let me get my shirt for next week and my hat. They
Get my
match.
get my flag and fly high.
Ah, this was fun. We'll be back next week.
Later, Gators.
Later. See ya.